I'm Rachel.
I'm Stephanie.
I'm Alvin.
I'm Micah.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
Hi, I'm Azalea.
Hi, I'm Angela.
Hi, I'm Kimberly.
Hi, I'm Christopher James.
Hi, I'm Muko.
Hi, I'm Christine.
Hi, I'm Janine.
And I am Noor.
Mathematics help us understand the world and provide an effective way of building mental discipline. Math encourage logical reasoning, critical thinking, creative thinking, abstract or spatial thinking, problem-solving ability, and even effective communication skills.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, take your seat.
Thank you, ma'am.
How's your day?
It's our time, Mom.
Can we start our topic?
Yes, ma'am.
So today, we will tackle about function. Can someone explain what is function?
Ma'am.
Yes, Alvin.
Function is mathematical expression, rules and laws that define a relationship between one variable. The independent variable and other variable is the dependent variable.
Thank you, Alvin. Take your seat. Yes. Function is defined as rational between set of inputs, having one output each. In simple words, function is relation between inputs where each related exactly one input. Can someone give me example of function? Kimberly.
Example of a simple function of I is fx equal to x squared. In this function, the function of fx takes the value of x and then square it. For instance, fx equal to 3, then f3 equal to 9.
Okay, thank you, Kimberly. Take your seat.
Thank you, Mom.
I will give some examples. These are the examples. In the other topic, we will tackle tomorrow about the types of functions. That's all for today. Goodbye, class.
Thank you, Mom.
Functions of several variables is a function that depends on several arguments.
In a function, in every input, there's exactly one output.
For an example of a function, Samantha has a store selling handkerchiefs.
One handkerchief has a selling price of 50 pesos.
Let us first determine the independent and the dependent variable. For the independent variable, x is equal to the handkerchiefs to be bought. For the dependent variable, c is equal to the cost of buying the handkerchiefs.
The given are x to the number of handkerchief to be brought and 50 peso the selling price of an handkerchief.
For us to determine the function, c of x is equal to 50 pesos times the number of handkerchiefs, or x. And so our final answer will be c is equals to 50x. For evaluating a function, x is equal to the number of handkerchiefs. In this problem, x is equal to 2. We will now use the function that we've made to determine how much Angela needs to buy from Samantha. C of x is equal to 50x. The cost of 2 handkerchiefs is 50 times 2. Our final answer will now be the cost of 2 handkerchiefs is equal to 100 pesos.
A piecewise of function is a function that is defined on a sequence interval.
For an example of a piecewise function, an upcoming high schooler named Shane will be given by her mother, Alice.
A daily allowance based on the number of hours she will be at school. Alice gives Shane 100 pesos for the first hour of her class.
Alice then adds 20 pesos for every extension of 1 class hour.
A represent the amount of school allowance Shane received daily.
As a function of the number of school hours, H shall attend daily.
For us to determine the piecewise function, let us start with the given. 100 pesos is equal to Shane's school allowance for 5 school hours and under. 20 pesos is equal to additional school allowance every extension of 1 class hour.
The independent variable is h, which is the number of school hours. Dependent variable is the daily school allowance function of h.
For the illustration, the dependent variable function of h is placed on the y-axis, and the independent variable number of school hours is placed on the x-axis.
For the solution number 1, the function of h is equal to 100 pesos when 1 is less than or equal to h less than or equal to 5 class hours. For number 2, the function of h is equal to 100 pesos plus the product of 20 times h minus 5 only if h is more than 5 class hours.
How much should Palis give Shane during Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays?
If her school hours are from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m.
For the evaluation of function, h is equal to number of school hours. Our given h for this problem is 6 school hours, so h is more than 5. Because Shane's schedule during Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays is 7 a.m. to 1 p.m., which is equal to 6 school hours. The function of h is equal to 100 plus the product of 20 times h minus 5. The function of 6 is equal to 100 plus the product of 20 times 6 minus 5. The function of 6 will now be equal to 100 plus 20 pesos. So, and our final answer for the letter B problem, function of 6 is equal to 120 peso.
To conclude everything, we use functions in real life more than we think we do.
We use it in numerous economic decisions determining proper mathematical values.
A rational function is a ratio of polynomials where the polynomial in the denominator shouldn't be equal to 0. Isn't it resembling the definition of rational number, which is of the form P or Q, where Q unequal to 0? Did you know rational functions find application in different fields in our day-to-day life? Not only do they describe the relationship between speed, distance, and time, but also are widely used in the medical and engineering industry. Let us learn more about rational functions. What is a rational function? A rational function is a function that is the ratio of polynomials. Any function of one variable x is called a rational function if it can be represented as fx equals px or qx, where px and qx are polynomials such that qx is equal to 0. For example, fx equals x squared plus x minus 2, or 2x squared minus 2x minus 3 is a rational function, and here 2x squared minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. We know that every constant is a polynomial, and hence the numerators of a rational function can be constants also. For example, fx equals 1 or 3x plus 1 can be a rational function. But note that the denominators of rational functions cannot be constants. For example, fx equals 2x plus 3 or 4 is not a rational function, Rather, it is a linear function.